The first thing which I will see is if I make this index.html as a PHP file rather than HTML, then what happens? Okay, so it's not working properly, right? So let's revert back to HTML. And then I'll start again. Okay, so HTML is working fine, but PHP is not working fine. So now I'm trying to do this server-side PHP code, because first thing you will notice that if I'm sharing this myflix.info website in the Facebook, so for example, if I share it, so you will see that this fetching preview, okay, let's see. So it's fetching, but it is not showing important details. So even if I so if I go to particular video and try to share, you will see that my real video with this image with this name is not really coming in the here. I'm just seeing this information. So the reason for this is that if I view the source code, I see simple pure JavaScript, and there is nothing like which says that this is a video about this person or this person. So we need to create a PHP file, and we need to parse the data on whatever page I am. So here I'm in the detail page. I should be able to parse the page, and based on the data, we can display the title and all. So this is a little tough kind of thing, but I think if I'll do, and you will be able to see. So one of the thing I did is in this one baby bar. Let's see what I'm doing. So this is a PHP file I have written for my another project, where I'm going to do some coding. So you don't have to remember all this part. Just we will grab it from here. So let's go to functions. It's using the functions. This is the functions file, and then we have layout file. In the layout file, it checks whether what is the URL is there, and based on the URL, it tries to go to the page directory, that is this pages and particular directory. So I will show you how I'm doing it. So it's in the PHP files. So let's let's go and create this PHP files folder. So I will go to my public project 2018. I will create a new folder. It is PHP files. In that I will create few files. So one of the file which I will create is one.php. So, and I'll just copy this part one.php. So let's do it here. It is my I'll create a new folder, new file, one.php, and I'll put this code here, and I'll also put this code for now. I'll put this code here now. Here we are getting content for template. So let's create this variable here, equal to empty, and we have this another variable head. We see it's the head section, and this is the CSS section, which we will change based on our project. Right now I am keeping like this only. Then we have the jQuery, we have Bootstrap, we have this one. So we will change the content little bit later. Right now I'm keeping it is. Here will be the title. So let's change it to title. Echo $title, and I'll create the $title here. Right now I will create one.php inside the PHP files. Let's create some more files. For example, functions, inc. Let's copy these two files, functions and inc. The functions is purely some functions. inc is does include, where it's a HTTP host and there's a directory, and admin email will be something I can say admin at myflix.info or whatever I want to say. Right now myflix.info, but I can change it to a different one also. This is API key. Okay. And I have the functions.php, which is this one. This will take little time. It is not very straightforward. So I need few days to really work on this part, and we will do that because that's important. Otherwise you won't be able to share it. Because if you share it, you won't be able to see the detail properly. So I need few days to really fix this thing. So next will be the layout.php. Let's copy the layout.php also. I will do the layout.php. So layout is default is home, and we get the P, and we get the P, we get the P, and this is the page title. So let's take this as a, I'll go to one.php, I'll do the page title. Instead of title, I'll do page title. Okay, now this is my INC, and it goes to my real path. The real path comes from the INC, and that is nothing but this is my real path. And I'll go to real path and pages folder. So if you see, I have the pages folder. So let's create this pages folder, and Let's create this pages folder here. Also, I will create one more folder here in the pages. I will create myflix.info. Since we have different domains, so each domain will be inside this pages folder. I will create another folder as a local host. I may create another folder, maybe I'll create later on. And in the myflix.info, I'll create a new file called as home.php. Same thing I will copy inside the localhost one. And then I will see what is the content of home. So content of home is like this. So let's copy this content of home and I will put it inside this one. So we do OB start. We do the head part. This is something which we get in the head. So in the head, I will change the title. That is, I will say myflix.info is the title. And description, I will put something like that. Create your video gallery website and stream videos directly from YouTube. And I need one image. Right now I'm using one image like this. Let's take another image. Okay, so this is the image. I will find some another image for our app. Maybe I can say my videos. I'll search something on the Google. Okay, let's take some good image. So for example, let's take this image or this image or maybe I'll do this one. Okay. I'm just thinking one good image. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see this image. Oh, just I will take this image. Okay, let's take this image. I will use myflix.info img, and I will put myflix_info.jpg, and here I will say something info, create your streaming YouTube videos website. So I put this home.php, and I do this home.php. This is the layout, and this inc is calling functions and the layout, and I'll click it, and I will move this. I will move this one.php from here to public. Let's put it in the public. So right now I don't have the functionality of access code, which we can build in the feature class, that we can put there also. But right now in the current one uh, is a simple one, but later on we can do that. We can move that. So this is my one.php file, and this part actually will come from the build folder, and in the build folder I will get from the index.html, and I'll copy this part. Right now I'm not doing it because I haven't built it. So once I will build it, I will put it here. So let's try and see how it looks now. Okay, before I do, I will build it. npm run build. Okay, it's building. Okay, so it got built. I will upload it on the myflix.info. And I will upload all the files to the. And if you see that I did one change in the site on Sunday, I did not mention it. I put a filter here, which is the same filter which we did in the search part. This is kind of filter, but there is little bit code involved, and it's not necessary you should look into it, but just see that if I search something, so I'm getting that movies only which I'm putting it. So for example, I put this one, though it is copying all where because of the plugin thing, but I see all it. I'm getting it. So this is a filter I put, which I can see. I can filter all these movies. So still the site is there, but we have to do a lot more things before we release to public, and we'll do gradually, slowly, and we'll release it public, and we will fix it things slowly. I put all the notes which I want to fix it in future. Maybe we will not do all, but we'll do some, and later on we will do all slowly. Okay. So now since it is uploaded, all the files are uploaded. I send the files to the above one because I want to see the image should be there because I pointed the image. Now what I will do, I will go to the in the build folder index.html. I will take this whole code and I will put it in the one.php. And the only thing I will change is I'll take this content for template. I will put it inside the root part. I will take this page title. I will put it inside the title part, and I will take this head part. This head part should be above the head closing head tag. So closing head tag is, where is the closing head tag? Let's find out. Here is the closing head tag. I'll put this head here and I'll delete this. I'll delete this part. I don't need this one. And I'll copy this inside the build one.php also. I did in both the places. Now what I will do, okay, so now one problem is still there. If I go to INC, I have to, if I go to layout.php, let's go to the layout.php. I go to the pages folder, and inside pages folder, I want to go to myflix.info or localhost. So if I'm on the localhost, I should go to localhost. If I'm on the myflix.info, I should go there. So right now, if I go and put one.php, okay. So since it is not the server, so I'm not able to access it. We need PHP server. So let's try to do the same thing in the. Okay, so let's try to do the things on the here in the build folder, and I can upload it on the server. So in the layout, I will say page that here. Let me upload the layout. Let's upload the layout file. Okay, I uploaded the layout file, and I will try to do same thing in the myflix.info. Okay, so I'm getting this path myflix.info php files pages. Actually, after pages, I want to use myflix.info because all my files for the myflix.info will be stored in this folder. So it should find the home.php from this myflix.info. So after pages, I want myflix.info. Okay, so we also need this navigation path. Let's see what is the navigation is there in that one. So navigation is nothing but that nav multi part which we did, kind of thing. The nav multi. I don't want to do right now the booster thing. Right now I will comment this part. So let's comment this part. And here I want after pages I want the myflix.info. So if I go to INC, one second, I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. So I want myflix.info. Myflix.info will come inside, inside this host part, this root domain. Let's check this. What is the root domain is here? So if I put dot root domain, let's see what is coming. I will upload this again. Okay, let's see now. Okay, so I'm going now to myflix.info. आता है. So now my folder is correctly pointed to myflix.info. Now I will, so this page dir is correctly pointed. I will, okay, I will, so this part I will copy in my layout also, because I need, this is in the build folder, which will be overwritten by build. So I'll put it inside my PHP files, public PHP files. It will go to the myflix.info and then it will go to the home.php. So if I now upload it again, so you will see this myflix.info, create your video, streaming video, which is nothing but which you see here, in the layout. Let me show you in the layout. So I have put it in the home.php. Okay, not here. This one, myflix. So whatever I put it here, you are able to see in this myflix.info, create your streaming video. So whatever we are seeing, we are able to see this here. So now what we will do, if you go to htaccess file, everything is pointed to index.html. So right now I will change it to 1.php instead of index.html. I will point it to 1.php. Same thing I will do it in the build folder also. 1.php. I will point it to 1.php instead of index.html, and I will upload that file here. So now if I go to myflix.info, so you are able to see the website, but if I view the source, you will see, one second, let me see. So if we go into the body tag inside the root, still I think it's not pointing correctly to the 1.php. Let's see why. Let me see if it's going to. So it's still going to index.html, because in the index.html it's a React app and we should be pointing to 1.php. So the thing is that it is going to index.html because though I put it in the htaccess, go to 1.php, because index.html is existed on the server. If I delete it, then index.html is not there, so everything will go to 1.php. Now if I refresh, okay, so now it's going to 1.php, but 1.php is really not similar to index.html because of some code which is missing. It should be exactly like it should be doing exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is my page of one.php. So it has all the things, and it has this file also. Okay. For now, I will put index.html back. And I will refresh it. So we created one.php. Now we have to work little bit on the one.php. At least one.php is working fine. I'm able to show this part of the content, but we need to make it work such that it should look like index.html, and then it should work like index.html. So we will work more on this a few more days, maybe 3-4 more days, to make it work like a like index.html. So we have to do a little bit more work on this one to make it work like index.html. So once it works like index.html, then we will be able to solve it. Okay. So stay with me. In 3-4 days, I will edit it and I will make it workable as index.html. And why PHP is needed, you will understand when I do some thing. Then I will explain you why we are doing one.php rather than index.html.